called to tell me that Dr. Andrew Bagby, my closest friend since the age of 7, had been killed. My name's Kurt, and I'm a filmmaker. Andrew appeared in every movie I made growing up.
Jesus Christ, Kurt, what do you want?
I just need,
I decided to make a movie, to travel far and wide, to interview everyone who ever knew and loved Andrew.
Kurt, I just got a call from Mrs. Bagby. The abbreviated version is that bitch held a press conference and announced she's 4 months pregnant with Andrew's baby. They can't prove it until the child's born. If it is true that Bagby's are going to sue for custody.
She named the little boy Zachary. To seek custody of the only grandson they would ever have, Andrew's parents moved to St. John's, Newfoundland, where Shirley Turner was unbelievably allowed to walk free on bail while awaiting extradition. In order to see Zachary, Kate and David were forced to stomach a civil relationship with the woman they knew murdered their only son. I now had a mission. My movie might be one of the only ways Zachary could see and get to know his father.
This is my review for Dear Zachary, a letter to a son about his father, released in 2008. This documentary follows the filmmaker as he gathers interviews with people who knew his childhood friend Andrew Bagby, who was murdered by his girlfriend. After his death, it was revealed that she was pregnant with his son, Zachary. This is a tragic story. I can't remember hearing about it in the news, so I knew nothing of this terrible event. The events told in this movie had me in tears, or at least welling up most of the time. It tells the amazing lengths that Andrew Bagby's parents went through to gain custody of their grandson, how they had to visit him and spend time with the woman who had killed their son. Some of the interviews in this film had me in tears, or at least welling up as they talked about this guy who clearly had a lot of friends. This is the type of story that grabs you. It's a tragic event after tragic event. It is a truly powerful film that left me speechless. From a pure filmmaking standpoint, I did feel some of the editing was a bit intrusive at times, and I don't think intrusiveness is good in documentaries, because I think the story needs to tell itself. Such as the overlapping of the audio tracks, which gave the film a somewhat unneeded sharpness at times. However, all in all, this is an emotional experience. It's a tough film. It's just such a sad story. What I think is worth mentioning though, and why I think this film succeeds the best, is quite simply this. We see and read about tragic, horrible events all the time, but what this film does perfectly is display how it affects the people directly involved in the incident. How the loss of a loved one can tear a family apart, and how it affects their everyday lives, and the impact that person had in their lives, and how they are now because of the loss. Seek this film out.
Toward Newfoundland and set off on a quest to bring a man back to life.
Since you've been gone, I've lost my cleverness.